Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another Alliance War video where I do everything in my power to make my life harder and yet somehow get away with it. Let's get into it.
So going into this war, I saw that there was another Sentinel mini-boss on the power efficiency node, and I thought, that's mine. I need to have my revenge. The fight that took off 15 years from my life. I need to show it. Who is boss? And, well, we're going to see how that goes. The eagle-eyed among you may have realized that I bought an invulnerability boost. Now, the reason for this was because of a very particular plan I had set out. One that I did not overthink, by the way. I executed it flawlessly, apart from the bit where it wasn't flawless. And my plan was to push him straight to an SP3. Because, yeah, he's going to regenerate, but I'm going to do it at fight start. He's going to regenerate for basically nothing, and then it's just him, and he's special locked, so I can go ham. So my plan here was just to push him as high as possible. If he throws his special attacks, then okay, fine. But push him straight to L3, tank the damage with an invulnerability boost, and just murder the rest. That was the plan. I thought that was a pretty good plan. And I'd really thought about this because I wanted to have my revenge and I wanted to put it on YouTube. So here he throws the SP3, and I think, I'm so smart, until I start taking damage. Because the eagle-eyed among you may have realised that I bought an invulnerability boost, but I did not use said invulnerability boost. Because, you know, I'm very smart. And because I didn't have my wither debuffs active, I took an SP2 through the block, which means I now have 10 incinerates ticking on me. Which is all fantastic. I mean, this is all exactly what you want when you're looking to have your revenge against a fight that stressed you out. So here he throws his L2, going back in, and I know he's special locked, so I just go ham. Parrying him when he's at 3 bars of power, going in for a relic. I'm just going to go absolutely nuts here. I no longer care about his power. I no longer care about anything. In fact, go for the SP2 through the block, and Serpent unleashes an enormous SP2, 75k in red, and now we're gaining our passive Furies. And the fight, well, it's not over yet, but in my mind it was. I felt that was a good mindset. We throw off another enormous SP2, ready, down below 10% health, 45k in red on the last hit. Going back in here, full 5-hit combo, into the relic, into another full 5-hit combo, and, well, he's dead. Dead in 2 minutes. I have had my revenge, and it's a dish best served cold. So, moving on, and between recording that fight and this fight, I recorded some footage for the Quake video, which is a great video, by the way. I think you should check it out. Definitely one of my favourites to make. A lot of yapping, but some great analysis in there. But anyway, I put on the suicide masteries in that, and while I was doing that, I thought to myself, I have a separate mastery loadout for war, right? Like, I just lock it for the season and it stays, right? So I head in here, and as I enter the fight, I realise, no. No. I'm now running Liquid Courage, not Liquid Courage, Double Edge, and Recoil. For an AW boss with over 1 million health. Okay, great. So, I think the theme of this war was me doing everything in my power to make my life harder. As I throw my SP2 and he just goes unstoppable. And because he has over 1 million health, he is regenerating from willpower for 3200 per second. Which is just obscene. And in order to ramp up Deathless Thanos, you need to be throwing your SP1s, and you need to be throwing your SP2s. Now, I could have thrown my SP3s in this fight, but I'll tell you why I didn't in a second, and it revolves around having to keep the fact that I'm playing a video game a secret. But anyway, I have to throw off my second SP1 here, and I realise that I'm losing the health battle, even though I just had a 63k crit. I'm at 70%, he's at 76, and he's healing 4,000 per second. And yeah, my light attacks are doing 18k, right? But he's barely going down. This man has over 1,100,000 health. And I'm taking the SB2 into the block, which is just not smart. As I throw another unstoppable SB2. So, everything that can go wrong is going wrong in this war, and I'm having to fight my way through it. This is not smart. Needless to say, this is not smart, but I think I'll state the obvious. Yeah, as I use my indestructibility boost here. That I finally used. I finally applied it after not using it for the serpent fight. But anyway, the reason why I had to keep this a secret was because we finished this war so late that I was actually in an economics lecture when I got the buzz to do the fight. So I just checked my phone, I checked line, and they said, Matty, you're in for the boss. And I thought, shit, well, I've got to do it. So I discreetly get up, make my way to the bathroom, and I'm like, alright, get me going, and there's no internet. So that's fantastic. So I go back in, sit back down. The very studious Russian next to me was very confused by my behaviour. Just leaving and coming back again for no obvious reason. But I have to do the fight in the lecture theatre, so I can in no way show my utter fear right now that I'm going to lose because of my own stupidity. But eventually, after this enormous SB2, I have hope, and he's down below 15% health. I have my protection up, but I'm only in there because of my own recoil, which is not fantastic. And I know a lot of people are saying that Beta Ray Bill is a very obvious option for this fight, but in my opinion, I think Deathless Thanos is perfectly capable of soloing himself as we throw a full 5-hit combo into the Relic, and the Relic gets him down. Deathless Thanos solos himself in just over 3 minutes with the recoil masteries. My heartbeat, and I I couldn't show it at all. It was really very funny. I had some friends around me. I was just like, nothing happened. Poker face, put the phone down, take some notes, leave. Don't play video games in class, kids. But anyway, just about everything I could have done to make my life worse in this war, I did. And I fought my way out of it. But that is not always going to be the case, and I really need to tighten up if I'm going to keep this deathless streak going and if I want to keep helping the Alliance. Unfortunately, logging into the game here, we see that we lost this war. But I really think that this can be avoided if we just move a little bit faster, because I think in the final 2 hours, hour and a half of this war, we were winning and we were up on attack bonus. But in the last, few hours trying to just finish the map, we gave away too much and it slipped away from us. So yeah, always things to improve on. And remember, we only won the first couple of wars by 1 attack bonus, so we were bound to hit a snag eventually. So congratulations to our opponents. And that is just about all I have for you today. If you have made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.